first interview with VIPKID. What is the interview process look like, and how will you be graded on your interview? Those are all good questions that I hope to answer in today's VIPKID segment. Okay, first of all, the interview process, they will send you a PowerPoint that has a example lesson plan that you have to teach. You will teach a mini lesson in your first interview. You can either do the recorded interview or you can do a live interview. So these are some of the things that they are going to look for when they are grading your interview. First of all, did the teacher make the child speak in full sentences? Okay? So for example, when you log on, you'll say, "Hello, my name is Teacher Rosemary. What is your name?" If the student responds with Oscar, then you need to say, "My name is Oscar." From day one, you want the child speaking in full and complete sentences. The second thing that you need to make sure of is, did the teacher use TPR? TPR stands for Total Physical Response. That is VIPKID's way of saying, did you use body language? So, for example, one of the things that they expect you to do is when you want the child to listen, you say, "Listen," like that. So you use body language to try to get your point across to the student. Number 3, did the teacher use props? Props can be digital pictures. Props can be physical things that you hold up and use. Anything that you use to enhance your lesson and get the concept across. Number 4, did the teacher speak slowly? Remember, you are teaching a foreign language. These students are not familiar with English. So when you are speaking, you need to speak much slower than you normally would. So for example, you will log in and you'll say, "Hello, my name is Teacher Rosemary. What is your name?" Like that. Number 5, was the lighting adequate? I cannot emphasize this enough. You do not need just regular lighting. You're going to need like the spotlight on you, because they want to make sure that your face can be seen very clearly. Number 6, did the teacher pace the lesson appropriately? You have so many slides that you have to get through in a timed period. So did you spend approximately 1 to 1.5 minutes per slide? So make sure that you are pacing yourself. Number 7, did the teacher follow the 50-50 rule? There should be 50% teacher talking, 50% student talking in those lower level classes. Once you get to higher level classes, the teacher should be speaking only 30% of the time, and the student should be speaking 70% of the time. Remember, this is a flipped classroom approach, so you want to hear them putting more output and you giving less. Number 8, was the teacher prepared? I cannot emphasize this enough. Practice, practice, practice. They're going to send you the lesson plan ahead of time. So look over it, be familiar with the content, and don't spend a lot of time when you go on reading the script at the bottom. Already know what you're going to say when you log on. Number 9, did the teacher use some kind of external reward? Rewards do not have to be difficult. Rewards do not have to be extravagant, but you do have to have some sort of a reward system in place for the student. So for example, if a student does a good job, I usually have a piece of a pizza that I give them every time they do a good job. By the end of the lesson, they have a whole pizza that they've earned. Number 10, Did the teacher make the student use the target sentences? So for example, if you are supposed to be teaching them the beginning sound, make sure you have them say, if it says at the bottom of the picture, the teacher frame, the student will say, the beginning sound is then make sure that they use their full sentence and say the beginning sound is So make sure that you're using the actual wording that the VIPKID uses. Number 11, did the teacher avoid extra speech? Remember, they don't understand English. So most of everything you're saying sounds like blah, blah, blah. So if you log into your first picture frame and you start out by going, okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to see if you know beginning letter sounds. No. Point to the letter. Ah. Ah. Good job. Like that. That's all you have to do. You're not explaining objectives. You're not telling them this is what we're going to learn today or what we're fixing to do. Okay? Number 12. Did the teacher model correctly how to do the activity? VIPKID uses an I do, we do, you do approach to learning. First, I do it. You show the kid how to do the activity. Next, we do it. Let's do this together. Third, you do it to see if the student understands what you're asking of them. Number 13, did the teacher correct any mistakes that were made during the lesson? They will, on purpose, make pronunciation mistakes or just general mistakes throughout the lesson to see if you are listening carefully. Once you hear the mistake, after the student finishes reading the sentence, make sure you go back and say, let's try this word again, and make sure you correct that mistake. Okay. Number 14, did the teacher do an adequate job of pre-teaching concepts and new vocabulary? New vocabulary words are marked in red on each frame. You need to say, number 1, this word is Christmas. Good job, Christmas. And then you can say, let's read. Christmas is a holiday. Good job, like that. So first you're teaching the word, then you're reading the sentence, making sure that they understand how to pronounce that word. Number 15, did you bring the energy? I cannot emphasize enough, you got to bring your inner kindergarten teacher out. Bring the energy. Good job! Yay! You did it! Bring the energy. You are pumped up. Remember, these kids are little and they're scared and they don't understand what you're saying. But they'll understand, yay! You got it right. High five. They'll understand that. Okay? Lots and lots of positive reinforcement, lots of enthusiasm. Number 16. Did you make the student feel welcome and comfortable in your classroom? Okay? Did you have that introduction? Hello, what is your name? How old are you? How are you today? Okay? Those are the general things that help them to feel comfortable relating to you as the teacher. Number 17. Did the teacher wear appropriate clothing? They are very modest in China. You don't need to wear a tank top. You don't need to wear any busy clothes or busy prints. You need to wear a solid color shirt, no logos or anything in the corner. Okay? So that's what they expect. Used to, VIPKID expected you to wear a solid orange shirt because orange is their color. But you can really wear any shirt that is a solid color and be okay. Number 18, Could the teacher be heard clearly? And were there any outside noise or distractions? Make sure that you purchase the headphone set with the microphone piece before your interview so that they can hear you. Make sure that your area that you're doing the interview is free of distractions. Also, make sure that your background is, lively, entertaining, and looks like a classroom setting. You can go purchase a trifold, like science fair board, or you can go purchase a poster board to pin up right behind you, a solid color one, and just write, something like ABC or, my name is, or something like that. But make sure that your background is eye-appealing and catching. And if you follow those tips and tricks for your interview, I promise that you will do very well, because this is the standard for which they are grading your interview. At the end of the interview, they will go over with you, these are the things that you did well, and they will tell you, and then they'll say, these are the things you need to improve upon. Keep your paper, keep those notes. They will send it to you in the form of an email. Keep those notes. Use those notes to learn from so that you can show growth by the time you have your second mock interview. Good luck.